Hey, welcome to our episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Doing a pretty special beer tonight. This is another one in the Ghost series from Parish Brewing, although you wouldn't know that by looking at the label. It looks like a 1990s comic book variant cover. It's called Holy Ghost. It doesn't say anything about it on the can. All we know is that it's made by Parish Brewing and that it was canned on February 6th. It doesn't even say the ABV. So before I get to the pour, I'm just going to bring up the website. So they make a point of saying brewed thick with oodles of oats and raw wheat, completely dry hop to saturation. So Nelson Sauvin Galaxy Citra Cryo. Holy Ghost is mind melting 10% ABV. And it's funny because it says double IPA up here, but then it says triple IPA down here. Pour it into the IPA glass, and yeah, that looks like it's like the same shade of orange as my mic cover. I mean, it's completely opaque, just looks like an orange Julius. I wouldn't say it's like thick to look at, but it's certainly opaque. You know, can't see through this at all. It got, about two fingers of foam, but it has mostly fizzled. As for the aroma, well, I could actually smell this when I was pouring it, and it smells like NOS. It smells like an energy drink. You get a lot of tangerine on this one. Tangerine, passion fruit, ruby red grapefruit, pineapple. There is like a slight kind of dank character to it, but it doesn't smell like, Spice Rack or, Otto's Jacket. It doesn't actually smell super strong. If you just handed this to me, I would think like, okay, this is probably like a 7 or 8%, but the alcohol in here is really clean. It's not distracting or anything. I can't smell the oats or wheat though. Not that you really ever can on hazy IPAs. The hops are the star of the show. So let's dive in. Cheers. Man, as soon as I hit my tongue, I was having flashbacks to I don't know, like 5 years ago when I first started using Tavor and getting all these crazy hazies from all over the country that I can't get. And yeah, this is reminding me of like so many of them. I'm not, like I said, if you've been watching me for a while, I'm not a huge fan of hazies. I don't dislike them. It's just like they're not my first choice. But if I am going to go with a hazy, I like the big ones like this, like triple IPAs. It's funny because I said it didn't look thick to look at, but like as soon as it hits my tongue, lips, mouth, teeth, everything, gums, you can tell there's a thickness to it. It's I would call it very soft, obviously. I mean, it's made with oats and wheat, so it's gonna have like a, almost like the same texture as like an oatmeal stout, but obviously a completely different flavor profile. I'm just talking about like the actual mouth feel. Yeah. It's funny, like most hazies taste like, they taste very juicy. They taste like the actual fruit itself, as if you were, just eating an orange out of your hand or pineapple or whatever. And when you have these triples that are like so hoppy, it's almost like orange juice concentrate or sorbet. It's like this thickness. There's like a sweetness to it as well. And it could be like a phantom sweetness. Of course, Leo wants to be in the video. Because like I've said, whenever you taste fruit, your brain just associates it with sugar and sweetness. And there is like kind of like almost like a syrupy kind of vibe going to this one. Yeah, this is like a sorbet or a milkshake of some sort. It's funny, like when I taste it, I don't really pick up like the individual fruits. I mean, I would reiterate what I said on the aroma. It's definitely very orange, tangerine especially, pineapple, passion fruit. Yeah, probably those, and then and ruby red grapefruit, of course. And then as it crests and starts to go down, I get the bitterness. I get like a lovely dank, cannabisy. Well, more maybe not like cannabis exactly, but more like an oregano or spice rack seasoning, almost a little onion and garlic, which was how like the original hazies were from, 10, 15 years ago. Really smooth, really smooth. I don't know if this is 10 or 11% ABV, but it doesn't feel like either. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can tell this is a strong beer just from the way it feels, from the way it tastes. But like, as far as like residual warmth, yeah, like usually when you have double digit, any beer of any style, you're going to have like a little bit of warmth. I would probably go as far as to say full bodied. Carbonation, probably about moderate, maybe moderately low, very smooth, borderline creamy texture. In fact, not even borderline. It is a creamy texture. Yeah, a nice balance of like the actual hop flavor, hop bitterness, the nice kind of chewy mouthfeel, and like the complete, I don't want to say absence, but just say like a well-tamed alcohol content. So I'm going to, you know what? Before I give you my score, we got to plug 𝓑𝓻. This was only $8 on there. I probably should have ordered a bunch because it's not like my local Total Wine is going to carry it. I doubt it. They get regular Ghost machine, not Holy Ghost. So if you want to start with 𝓑𝓻 and get cool beers like this or these ones, scan the QR code, link in the description below. Just make sure you give them my referral code so that you get credit and I get credit because you get $10 off your first purchase. Yeah, I really like this one. I still have not found a hazy that is like an absolutely mind-blowing 10 out of 10, but I really like this one. Like if the head had stuck around, there was some gorgeous lacing on here, it might be a perfect beer. I mean, I like the flavors here. I like the, like there's actual bitterness to it. Yeah, but to me, it's not perfect, but I really like it a lot. It's funny, like all these Ghost beers have all been pretty good. I think I like this series the best. I mean, we can't get Treehouse here, obviously. So, yeah, these guys at Parish know what they're doing. So I'm going to go 9, maybe 9.5 for the Holy Ghost from Parish Brewing. Sorry, the label's so shiny you can't even see it. All right, so I'm going super long. If you watch all the way in, you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for Tuesday Night Beer School. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.